travel down the road of knowledge. I built it there, it stays with me, every piece I polish. It's called growing up, living like an innovator. We keep showing up, even though it's years later. Embedded young, taking the route that's less explored. Quit sharing everybody's way, we gotta break down the door. Is that really what I heard? Another crew fell victim, got caught up in the system. Was it something that they deserved? Probably not, but they missed it, and that's not true wisdom. You know I'm tucked away, I can't come out to play. Formulating every hour, the power connected to the watchtower. So that's the way it turns, and that's the way the clock goes. That's the way gravity stops and holds, and that's the way the earth unfolds. With all the planets and the stars above, the smaller things really don't matter to us. Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that.
You got some earwax, build up, so clean out your ears. Kick back, listen up, and smoke out your peers. Get lit, but don't forget what you came for. Didn't know what your brain can contain, Mo. Knowledge if you're silent, don't slip into the violence. Dipping with my entourage, forming an alliance. Swarming towards the tyrants who ain't hearing us. We swarm like codes of silence, so they're fearing us. Cause people always feel what they don't understand. Gotta open up your mind and just let it expand. If you don't comprehend, it doesn't matter, you'll get it when you rewind this ridiculous rhythm. Look at this credit, cause I said it's so sick and so spontaneous. The lyrics I kick will make you just call me the craziest cat on the block when we be rocking these mics. So don't be busting my chops, man, cause might just ignite. Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that.
Hey, it doesn't matter what you say, I create, so saddle up, I'll take you away. Have a break, and paddle out, I'll meet you past the wave. Say what, the last days to make real raps. I heard that shit on the radio, I didn't feel that. It's playing in my ear, but yo, I didn't hear that. I lit my joint, then used my light for my beer cap. I spit my point across to kick the fair facts. Aw shit, you about to black out. I know it's hard for you to hear how the track sound. Dig deep inside your soul, come back now. In fact, the sound that captivates your mind. From a town that captures hate and lies inside. Fuck them, I don't trust them. Hear the motion of a custom fearless production. Fluctuate, pure lyrics to cure the deaf. Punctuate pronouns so sharp that pierce your flesh.
Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. Say what? I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that. I didn't even hear that.
Say what? I didn't even hear that. Speak up unless you fear that someone's listening, so finish your sentence. The fence is all torn down and the bridge is broken. Here's a token. Cross if you got the nuts, I'd go bust it. Any if you did, yeah, you must be smoking. Ridiculous things I've heard in life are even more conspicuous. Shit, you just kicked it to the wrong big dick. I flipped it way before persistence of instance existed. You say you follow, then ask me to explain who, what, when, where, why, and how. We answer the question you ponder. Kick back and wonder, can you hear me now? Yo, can you hear us now?